Hello and welcome to Have Guitar. I hope you're doing great as always. Today we're gonna have a look at the Grindmachine from Audio Resolve. I actually saw this on an ad on Facebook, I think it was. So it's selling for $399 at the time. There is a second version of it as well, but I figured for $399, why the heck not? So that's what this video is about, really. So let's just shut up and play. Okay, so let's have a look at the interface of Grindmachine. You have the input and the volume right here, which you can change by turning these knobs. You have high pass and low pass filters. You have a gate. I don't know why it's say off, because it's surely working. I've tried to click it and try to find a manual, but I couldn't. But anyway, it's a really efficient gate. As you will see in the sound examples, I believe. You have the graphical representation of the amplifier and the cab, of course. Then down here you have all the amplifiers. You can either left click on this box and you can see all 15 amplifiers. You have the cabinets over here, same thing here. You can left click and you can see all 22 cabs. Now, as I've said, I haven't been able to find a manual for this software, so I'm not sure if you can change anything like the add your own cabs. You can, of course, by clicking this button, disengage the cab here and add your own cab handler and whatever cabs you want to load into that. That's always an option. You have the controls on the amplifiers, which you can change by either left clicking and dragging them around, then you'll see the value changing accordingly. But you can also scroll the mouse wheel to change the value, but for some reason you will not see the value at the same time. Yep, then you have the Djent box. You just click that button and you go to the Djent box, which is like an effect pedal where you can add extra gain or Djent. And also increase the volume, and to engage it you just press the Audio Resolve button. I'm not really sure if it's supposed to be like an overdrive or a distortion pedal, but it changes the sound a bit, I would say. Alright, so now I'm using the Animal amplifier and the Annihilator cabinet. You can see the settings on screen. I have started on low gain, lower the bass, up with mid. I don't need to talk about that. It's quite quiet when I'm not playing, even though I'm not sure if the gate is totally off. Yeah, now it's totally off. It's just on right now and it's really effective. Anyway, this is what this setting sounds like. Let's just riff away a little bit and see. So let's up the gain to 12 o'clock. We can set all controls for 12 o'clock actually, just to see how that sounds. That is kind of a neutral setting, you could say. Maybe, I don't know. I'm saying it, so it's like that. Okay. Presence as well, even though I don't like it that much. So now every control is just about 12 o'clock. It's the bridge pickup on the Gibson Explorer. Wow, let's try fiddling around with controls. You already saw what if you turn down the gain, it's like a volume control as well. So if you just up it, that's the lowest gain you can have. And that's gain enough. Let's go for 3 o'clock on the gain, if I can manage like that. let's turn off the noise gate. And you have that sound. Noise gate at 12 o'clock. As I've said, it's really effective. Alright, anyway, let's turn it down a little bit. I'll put the gain on just about 12 again. Bass at 0. Well, that's nice. All the way up. So there I have the bass. All the controls are really affecting the sound a lot, I would say. So let's turn down mid to 0. Full mid. No treble. So, the depth control. Presence at 0. Well, alright, now I have dialed in a reasonable tone. Maybe a hint of too much gain, maybe. But it's not too fizzy, it's quite alright for 5 seconds of work. Let's have a look at the Djent box first. This is what the Djent box does. Let's up the Djent to 12 as well. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what it does, but I think it's supposed to tighten the sound, right? So let's add not more gain, but go full Djent. See what happens. Surely it removes some bass, doesn't it? Must be something like that. I think it does something like that, removes bass, but or maybe tightens the bass. I'm not really sure because there is no manual. Why is there no manual? Anyway, that's the Djent box. I'm not gonna engage that much more, I think. Let's go back to the amplifier and show the difference a cabinet can do. I'm just gonna play some stuff. Well, let's go back. This is what it sounds like right now. It sounds really rough, hard, tight. Anyway, let's go for the crusher. Here is the fighter. As you probably can figure out for yourself, you should really mess around with controls for depending on what cabinet you are choosing. But anyway, I'm just demonstrating them here. Let's take ribbon. Which one? Smasher? Smasher! So, some of you might wonder, how does it sound with single coils? So I got my Telecaster out. It's an MJT. Which is a replica of a 52 Fender Telecaster with a Nocaster in the bridge and a twisted Tele. Is it called that? Twisted Tele? I think so, in the neck. Anyway, so let's start off and playing with the Venom amplifier. Then it sounds like this. you have it. This is the end of the video. Hope you like that. If you want to support me, you can subscribe. Now I've said that as well. A nifty little VST plugin, definitely worth $4. I would say a nice thing with some really gainy sounds. It will sound even better with some EQ, more, maybe I should say some more, putting in some more time with the different controls on the actual plugin or the amplifiers, if you want to call them that. But you could also use any EQ plugin to fine-tune even further. You could of course have delay and stuff like that. I also bought Audiosalt's Tube Screamer plugin for a lower price than normal, but I'm gonna take that in another video. This plugin has so much gain, it doesn't really need a Tube Screamer on top of that. That'll just crush it and make it sound worse, I think. Well, that's it. This is the video. Here you have it. Hope you liked that I threw in the Telecaster as well with some or for the single coils, of course. Yeah, I think that's about it. You know that there is a new video out every Thursday, and to all of you who do subscribe, thanks a lot. You are the best. I like that support. I love it, actually. So, hope to see you there and then. Stay healthy, clean, and play really hard until I see you next time. Goodbye.